This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good night, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for January 20, 2023. And in the news tonight, documents and other items seized at home of ex-SSL employee. Several documents and other materials were today seized at the St. Andrew home of the former Stocks and Securities Limited employee at the center of a multi-million-dollar fraud at the investment firm. A multi-agency investigative team conducted the operation, which lasted 4 hours. So far, not much I can share about the search, but I can tell you that the investigators have taken some documents that they believe could be of assistance to them. Head of the police's corporate communications unit, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, told the news. Arrest and the charge is based on evidence. We know that with an investigation like this, you want to make sure you have all the evidence that you need, so they are not going to rush in any part of the process. They are going to ensure that everything is meticulously done, noted Lindsay. The former SSL employee is being accused of fleecing several customers in a $3 billion scam at the investment company. Among the affected person is sprinter legend Usain Bolt. Man seen on video kicking woman held. The man who was seen in a video kicking a woman while she laid helplessly on the ground is now in police custody. He is Giovanni Stevenson, a laborer of a St. Andrew address. He was held on Charles Street in the Kingston Central Police Division on Friday. Head of the St. Andrew Central Police Division, Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbeth, confirmed the news. He is on his way from there to us now, so certainly we will start a process around him, Nesbeth said. On Wednesday, Stevenson was recorded assaulting a woman with whom he reportedly shares a child. In the 18-second video clip, he reportedly kicks the woman while hurling a slew of curse words in her direction. He later fled the scene. Man shot and killed in George's Plain, Westmoreland. A 51-year-old landscaper was shot and killed by unknown assailants in his community of George's Plain in Westmoreland on Thursday afternoon. He has been identified as Marville Ellison, otherwise called the Junior, of Jane Mark District, also in George's Plain. The police report that about 9:30 p.m., residents reported hearing gunshots and called them. On the arrival of the lawmen, Ellison was found in blood, suffering from gunshot wounds. The scene was processed and the body was removed to the morgue for a post-mortem examination. DJ Kentucky charged for allegedly raping a 12-year-old girl. Popular disc jockey DJ Kentucky was arrested by the St. James Police and charged with rape on Thursday. DJ Kentucky, whose real name is Sean Stewart, was charged in connection with an incident in which he is alleged to have raped a 12-year-old girl on August 18 last year. The police say the student asked Stewart to assist her in buying a birthday gift for her mother, and he told her to accompany him to his house for the money. Upon reaching his home, it is alleged that Stewart held the child and forcefully had sex with her, after which he dropped her off at a location in Montego Bay. The child told her parents about the incident and a report was made to the police. A search was subsequently launched for the disc jockey, who works locally and overseas. Stewart turned himself over to the Freeport police in the company of his attorney on Thursday and was questioned and subsequently charged. More than $3 million robbed from Hilo supermarket. The news has been informed that more than $3 million was robbed from Hilo supermarket at the Fairview Shopping Center in Montego Bay, St. James on Friday morning. A chest containing the cash was breached and the funds removed. The thieves gained access to the supermarket by cutting a hole in the wall at the back of the building. NCB Wealth Advisor remanded on fraud charges. The NCB Capital Markets Wealth Advisor, who was charged on Monday with stealing more than $21 million from the accounts of customers at the financial institutions, was remanded on Friday when she appeared before the St. Anthony Bay Parish Court. Kadeen Thomas, 35, was charged with multiple counts of fraud after the bank uncovered the alleged scheme in which US $143,000 was removed from a customer's account. During Friday's bail hearing, prosecutors indicated that there could be other complaints against Ms. Thomas. Her attorney, Matthew Hyatt, told the news that the prosecutors requested more time to gather information in relation to the other complaints against his client. Ms. Thomas was remanded until February 2. He said the legal team will be hoping to convince the judge to grant her bail at the next hearing.
We appeared in the Centre Parish Court today in an attempt to make a bail application for Ms. Thomas. However, the Crown indicated that there may be other complainants in the matter and they will need more time to gather that information. Ms. Thomas is charged with allegedly fleecing $143,000 US from the complainant. And those allegations, we say, she strongly denies and maintains her innocence. She was subsequently remanded by the judge until February 2nd, in which we expect that the judge will make a decision in regards to bail.
Farmer gets a life for murder of American missionaries in St. Mary. The St. Mary farmer who confessed to murdering 2 American missionaries in St. Mary in 2016 was today sentenced to life in prison when he appeared in the Home Circuit Court. The 32-year-old killer, Dwight Henry, is to serve 28 years in prison before being eligible for parole. Henry, who was scheduled to go to trial on January 9, recently pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder and was sentenced today by Justice Leighton Pusey during an in-camera hearing. Henry was arrested and jointly charged with 34-year-old taxi driver Andre Thomas for the murder of 48-year-old Randy Hensel and 53-year-old Harold Nichols. Thomas, however, who is in custody, is maintaining his innocence and is to return to court on Monday for a trial date to be fixed for the matter. The 2 missionaries were found dead in Wentworth District in St. Mary on April 30 and May 1, 2016. They were reportedly last seen alive when they left Tower Isle St. Mary on motorcycles about 8 a.m. on April 30, 2016. Attorneys at law Carrie-Ann Duhaney and Diane Jobson represented Henry, while Althea Freeman and Leroy Equiano are representing Thomas. St. James Preschool closed by MOE amid a child abuse probe. Minister of Education Favour Williams has ordered the immediate closure of New Discoveries Daycare and Preschool in St. James amid a probe in relation to child abuse. The order was given based on a report submitted to the Early Childhood Commission on Thursday, January 19. In a media release this afternoon, the Commission said the evidence accompanying the report was later submitted between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on the same day. It said that an investigation was done today, after which the findings were shared with Williams. The ECC said that a report has been submitted to the Child Protection and the Family Services Agency, which commenced an investigation today. The Commission said the children of the institution will be relocated to other early childhood institutions, and a virtual meeting has been scheduled to discuss the matter further with all parents. Collaborative counseling sessions will be provided by the ECC and the CPFSA. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.